Hey everyone, Brody here, back with another PSA returns video. Finally, this submission took way too long to get back to me. This took like 90 days. This submission I sent in October. I think it at least arrived at PSA on October 30th or something like that. Something must have happened because it took months and months. It's currently January and it's like, why did I have to wait so long for this submission? I've got another submission that's coming home next week that I sent in December, and that's going to be a get back like in half the time. Anyway, I've got about 18 cards here. I'm going to go through them all. I've already looked at them all, so I know what the results are. I'm going to go through the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s. This is probably my worst submission ever, so if this is the first time watching one of my videos, this is not usually how well I do on a PSA return. So let's go straight into it. First of all, we have a Charizard V from the Ultra Premium Collection in PSA 8. So I'm trying to, if you haven't seen the channel before, this is your first time, I'm trying to complete a Sword and Shield Alt Art set in PSA 10 self-graded. This is part of that set I'm trying to complete. I do have some of the other Charizards in here, which I'll show you shortly, but yeah, unfortunately these are super hard to grade. This one is an 8 and it is probably reflective of that. It's got, you know, poor cornering, all that sort of stuff. I didn't think like, you know, I think there's probably a bit of leniency on these cards, but yeah, this one, yeah, a bit of white, bit of edging, all that sort of stuff going on. So I sort of deserve that grade. We've got the Raging Bolt. I actually absolutely love this card. Look, like just the texture and the colors I really think make this card, and the artwork is also really cool. I think the artist was to zero if that's how you pronounce it. This one got an 8. I don't know, the corners have got some whitening on there, so I suppose, I don't know, an 8, I don't know, like it still looked pretty good to me. Anyway, like these have gone up in price a little bit, so I might be able to break even maybe if I'm lucky. So I got 2 8s in this submission from the 18 cards, and now we're on to the PSA 9s. Leafeon V, another card I'm trying to grade for my Sword and Shield Alt Art set. Unfortunately, this one's got a 9. I've already graded another one before. That one also got a 9. I think that came back at the end of December. So yeah, this one looked pretty clean. There's a little bit of whitening on the bottom here. You'll see there. Yeah, unfortunately, just wasn't my day. PSA 9 on that one. I've sent a few of the Scarlet and Violet SARs and SIRs, or I have been starting to send those, and I haven't really had very good returns on these so far. So this one, the Gardevoir from the base set in a PSA 9, lovely card. I think the Paldean Fates are probably like a little bit better, but still a great artwork for Gardevoir. Here's one of the other Charizards. This is the Charizard V-Star. This is also in the Ultra Premium Collection. Unfortunately, I got a 9. I actually thought this one like had a shot. If there's some leniency around corners and stuff, which I don't know, I think there are with these cards because they're just so bad at printing. This one has some pretty dodgy corners, but otherwise, like, it wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was too bad, and if it got let down because of that, well, I understand that. Yeah, I have to find another one to send. Next up, another Charizard, the Radiant Charizard. So this is like the first time I've ever graded this card in a 9. I usually get these in 10, so I'm not really sure what happened there with this one. This one I thought was pretty clean. It looks like it's actually got something on the back. I don't remember doing that. Anyway, yeah, I would not have sent that if I had seen that. So that one, PSA 9. Gouging Fire, another one from Temporal Forces. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I love Temporal Forces. I do love the SIR. Man, I wish they just called them Alt Arts. I love the Alt Arts in Scarlet and Violet from Temporal Forces. This one got a 9. I already have one of these in a PSA 10. It's got a bit of a ding on the top there. Probably should have looked at these cards a bit better before I sent them. Maybe that's why. The Ursaluna, I don't know, I picked that up, thought it'd be cool to grade it. Was a pretty decent price. The artwork's pretty cool. It's got the Teddy Ursas in the background and the Munchlax. But yeah, unfortunately this one got a 9 as well. Yeah, so we've got a bit of stuff on the corners going on. Yeah, so there's a few things, and then centering doesn't look too bad. So yeah, another 9 there. Then Berserker, I just sent this with on the whim that it'd get a 10, but yeah, super off center, top to bottom, and you can see that quite well in the back. I don't know. Pretty cool card. Planning to pick up some more of these as well to send. I am going to do like a last hurrah sort of thing for the Sword and Shield Alt Art set. I have only 9 to go. Berserker's one of them. I've just been trying to pick up some of the cards that I need to send in that final set. So the likes of Berserker, the Charizards from the UPC, the Arceus promo, which I have picked up some recently, the Articuno from Chilling Reign. What else is there? The Leafeon, of course, and the Something else? There's probably something else. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, then we go. What do we got here? We've got that's a 10. That's a 9. We'll do all the 9s first, and then we'll jump into the 10. So the EB Games Charmander promo. I always find I already have one of these in my collection as well. It's a bit of a side quest to get all the EB Game exclusive promos in a 10. This one, or at least the copies that I've seen before, there's like always a little dint at the top, like on the front. That one doesn't seem to have it. It's got a little bit of whitening. I mean, I was like really let down on this card. Like this looks pretty good, except for like up in the corner there. You see that? Pretty good otherwise. Anyway, we move on. I digress. So PSA 10s. This is all I got, man. So pretty much, I literally got the same amount of 10s as 9, which that's not something I usually do. I'm usually much better than that. And then I got the 2.8. So we'll go into PSA 10s. We've got the Charizard. Someone like just gave this to me for free. They just threw it in with a few cards I bought. So I actually was like, oh, I'll just grade it, whatever. Charizard. And Japanese is Japanese quality, so that got a 10. This is where we get into some pretty cool stuff here. So the Aerodactly, picked this up at the end of last year, not even that long ago, before the prices all went crazy. Paid about 220 for it, so I'd be in it for about 250 for the for the raw and grading. I'm not sure what they actually go for right now. I haven't checked recently, but I'm sure they've gone up a little bit in price. They've ticked up a bit, but lovely artwork. One of the really cool cards that came out towards the end of the era. I know that if Good Times Gaming, if you watch this, I know that he's already, I don't know if he's still chasing, I'm pretty sure he's still chasing it, hasn't pulled yet, but this was his chase card from Lost Origin and probably all of Sword and Shield, to be honest. Yeah, beautiful artwork, and I added that into the collection now to the Altark set. We have Glaceon V. So I picked up, I think in a short period of time, picked up 3 of these. There's 2 of these in this submission, and there was one in the last submission. I did sell that, it was a PSA 9. So I have one here, which I'm keeping for the set. This one was a little, I thought this copy in particular was a little bit better than the other one you'll see in this pile. So I am going to keep this one along with the Aerodactyl Miss Charizard you're about to see. So the VMAX. So this is along with the other UPC Charizards, this is probably the easiest one to grade because it's VMAX, doesn't have that top border. So I guess from a centering point of view, they don't judge it as harshly. But these cards, like the corners are terrible. They still gave it a 10, so I think they do give a bit of leniency for these cards. I actually really like this Charizard artwork. It's very like Godzilla vibes. Like look at the flames. This big boy. Anyway, really happy. So I basically have those 3 now. I added these 3 to the Alt-Art set, and hopefully I will be adding a Giratina. We'll have a submission next week coming back, so I'm probably going to post that the week after, but I will have another Giratina in Research and ID with a Golurk, so I need both of those for the set as well, so I will really want that Giratina hit a 10 because that is so expensive to buy raw. I think they're going upwards of $750, $800 AED at the time of recording. We're about mid-January. Oh, okay, so I did send another Raging Bolt. This one I was really happy with because it got the 10. This one got the 9. I really like this card. This is one of my favorite cards, I think, from the era. I don't know why. I just vibe the colors. I really just vibe the colors. So got that in the 10. I just need to grade the Iron Boulder now, and I'll have the whole set self-graded in a PSA 10, which is cool. Pretty clean. I would have been, I think when I bought them all, they were around $150 to $170. And I think now they're maybe sitting a little bit higher. Maybe they've gained $10, $20, $30. But yeah, happy to have that. Really happy to have that one. And then we have Iron Crown. So also from Temporal Forces. This one is a lovely card. This is my other favorite, I think, from... Oh, look, I like them all, but this is my other favorite, is the Iron Crown. Really nice artwork. It's got that Japanese... It makes me think of that Japanese cherry blossom vibe. Very cool. Very nice artwork. And we have a Suicune. Well, actually, not really. Walking Wake. So this one I have already in a PSA 10, so this one will be selling on to fund some other stuff, mainly more Sword and Shield Alt-Arts. But yeah, again, I really like this art. I like what they did with the Raikou, Suicune, and Entei, if that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, happy that this one got a 10 because these aren't that easy to grade. I actually, yeah, I didn't do well in this sub anyway. And then lastly, I have another Glaceon. So I did do a sequential Glaceon grade together, 38, 39. So that was pretty cool to grade both of those. But yeah, that's the other one. This is the copy that I am going to sell. I'm keeping the other one. I thought it was a little bit cleaner. So this is the one I'm going to sell. So overall, it was about a 44% PSA 10 rate. Definitely, yeah, like I said at the beginning, not my best. Hopefully, my next lot of submissions, I actually pick up my game and start sending better cards and start looking over them before I send them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's Brodieplays Pokemon. I'm also an affiliate with Palms Off Gaming and Cardboard Guardian. You can find the details in the video comments. And I'll catch you guys all next time. Bye.